Every autumn, millions of trees lose their summer green and turn into a brilliant bouquet of orange and gold, a transformation that draws thousands of people to New England to witness and celebrate. This annual nature spectacular will now be explored in a new live three-part series on PBS titled Autumn Watch New England. Here's a look.
PBS invites you to experience everything that's wonderful about the fall season with Autumn Watch New England. Join Know to Travel journalist Samantha Brown, along with Chris Packham and Bob Poole, as they explore the wildlife, culture, traditions and food, and colorful landscapes during this three-night live event. Autumn Watch New England starts Wednesday, October 17th at 7 Central, only on PBS.
And joining us now is one of the co-hosts of PBS's Autumn Watch New England, veteran TV personality and travel expert, Samantha Brown. Samantha, thank you so much for joining us today.
Nice to be here.
So this is an interesting concept.
Yes.
A live three-part series to watching nature. Tell us how it came about and what are some of the things that you'll be covering?
Well, it came about, it's been going on for about 20 years in Britain. Wow. The BBC has been putting this on Autumn Watch, Spring Watch, Winter Watch, and this is the first year they've decided to come on to our shores and do it here. And I'm very proud as a New Hampshireite that they chose New England as their first foray on foreign soil to show what they've been doing for a long time.
So I guess it's a no-brainer if they're for the first one in the United States called Autumn Fest that it's going to be in New England,
It's got to be
right?
New England, right? Yes, yeah. Absolutely. And one of the
reasons...
Where
in New England?
New Hampshire is where our campsite is. It's going to be where the live event takes place on Squam Lake. And we have a roaring fire, and we're just going to set the tone really lovely to tell the stories that we're going to tell. And the stories will range from everything from, of course, the fall foliage, but also the festivals this time of year, the food that's harvested, with a special focus on animals, the wildlife of the region.
So talk about that, elaborate on that, because it's not just about the beautiful leaves, which it is.
Not at all.
But you're going to be covering wildlife. Tell us a little bit more about that. You're going to be talking about or covering history and culture as well. Elaborate on that.
Exactly. So with the wildlife, we have animals ranging from the moose in Maine to the monarch migration, the tree swallows that are migrating at this time. Every state is represented in New England, and each one has a sort of animal that they're representing. So we're talking to the experts of that animal, finding out how they're doing. What does a moose do all day? And of course, seeing a moose, growing up in New Hampshire, I've seen one. I mean, they are very rare. So they're this elusive animal that happens to be bigger than a car. So we're going to get to know them a little better. And we have a state-of-the-art camera technology that allows us to see the animals at night in their nocturnal glory, which most animals are more active at night, and yet our footage is as if it's in the day. So we're going to be able to really understand what they're doing when we're asleep. And we're going to throw to that live. So that is a part of the live. So here I am. And hey, what is that turkey doing right now? What is Mr. Moose in Maine? What is he up to, now that it's prime time for us? So,
and you're also covering history and culture. Talk about that.
So we're going to start right from the beginning, the Native Americans. We are focusing on the Narragansett tribe. They are out of Rhode Island. And they are descendants of the Aboriginal people that can trace their roots back to 30,000 years ago. And we're going to learn their customs because obviously they were the first customs of this time of year, this change from summer to winter, what happens. Then, the culmination of all of this, Thanksgiving. We'll be talking about the foods that we love. The cranberry, was it at the first Thanksgiving? Wasn't it? We're going to be asking the tough questions. And so just, again, celebrating everything, the customs and the traditions from the Native Americans to the early European settlers to now modern day.
And who are some of the people who are going to be joining you?
We have a tribal councilwoman who will be representing the Narragansett tribe. We will have plant physiologists to tell us what are those leaves doing, how can you predict if we're going to have the reds, right? We had a brutal winter, a very warm summer, even a warm fall. How does that affect the leaf color? Because everyone wants to know. There are people who are leaf whisperers and forecasters. So they'll give us a better idea of why this color happens. And you know what I didn't know, being a New Hampshireite growing up here? Why New England is considered the quintessential place for autumn is that we have a massive population of sugar maple trees. And sugar maples give us the red. We have the red. And other people have a little red. We've got a lot of red. So that is the coveted color, and New England has it.
Thanks so much for joining us to talk about that.
My
today.
pleasure.
The three-part live special, Autumn Watch New England, will be airing on 13. For airtimes, check your local listings or visit us at metrofocus.org.